Hi, my name is Mitchell, and I love coffee. As a young boy, I was diagnosed with every terminal disease known to man. But after a doctor accidentally filled my IV bag with mocha latte, I made a miracle recovery. Since then, it has been my duty and pleasure to discover the world one bean at a time. Every coffee tells a story. I'm here to listen, to better understand the magic behind its rich, bold, caffeinated goodness. Join me on my journey to discover the best and worst bean water imaginable. And trust me, there is some pretty bad coffee out there. Some really terrible coffee. I mean absolutely despicable. Only after I drink every coffee brand in the world and review it can I fulfill my destiny and die in peace. This is the Brew Review.
It didn't make it. Keep going.
No!
You gotta make it to like here.
I want to try one more time.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Go a little bit harder. There you go.
Lavazza! That's the coffee we're reviewing. Lavazza. It's Lavazza. You know Lavazza. You've been to the town of Lavazza. It's in Lavazzaville. Actually, it's in Italy. Yes, this is an Italian coffee, or Torino Italiano. Yay, Italiano! Lavazza! It's kind of like how, sometimes you'll be hanging out with your friends, okay? And, your friend comes up and they're like, "Que pasa?" And, typically in that situation, you'd be like, "What's up?" Next time you have a friend come up to you and go, "Que pasa?" you need to go, "Lavazza! Lavazza!" Because that's what we're trying today. Lavazza. Lavazza coffee. Medium roast. Classico. It starts off with a really bold title. It sucks you in, Lavazza! You can't say that without just thinking of a party. You think you're going to have a great time. And, it's a pretty understated package. It's pretty boring. It's pretty nominal. It doesn't get me excited. But that name, honestly, that's enough to get me excited. That is enough to make maybe makes a little schmeckle dance, I don't want to get too PG-13 on here, but it kind of makes a little snake, little cobra tail work. So anyways, we're gonna brew this up. I'm gonna go take a gander in the kitchen. I'm gonna judge it. I'm gonna judge it harshly. When it comes out of the gate with a name like that and it's getting me pumped, I'm expecting to be blown away. So let's Lavazza to the kitchen. Let's look. We're back in the kitchen. I did notice something pretty horrific. I did forget to wash out my cup from the last session. So it does kind of look like a dirty bowl. A little dirty toilet bowl. But that's okay, sometimes you gotta work with it you got. And I got a dirty cup, I'm still gonna drink out of it. Anyways, let's take a gander at Lavazza. Now, the first thing I notice is that this is a vintage 1895 coffee. Can we get a look at the little date here? There's a vintage 1895 coffee. Now, I personally didn't know they had this nice of packaging in 1895 because I'm pretty sure back then everyone had wooden teeth and glass eyes, and everyone was just bumping into each other. But you know what? Hey, you learn something new every day. I'm no history buff. I'm not going to pretend I know everything, but one thing I do know is that the Lavazza company and crew definitely know how to package their coffee, So let's open the safety tab. And the safety tab's a great feature because the cool part is if you're a sticker collector, it looks cool. You can put it on stuff. Actually, I'll just put that on my cup right now. Hey, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And you know what? Now it's instant access. So let's take a. Oh, okay. Oh, I get a little whiff. I don't know how to describe it. It's like the rich farm earth of Italy, the Italian farmer soil. My cats are fighting. Back to the task at hand. This really smells like the rich farm soil of Italy, you know. Over there, I think their main export of crop is pizza. You know, they grow that out of the ground, and it's, you know, the whole world enjoys it. It's that and pasta, you know, that what corn is to us is what pasta is to them. The pasta stalk comes up, they just, you know, do their little thing, and then, you know, they harvest it, and everyone gets to enjoy it. And that's what I'm getting from this, you know? Despite Lavazza's bold name, it's got a really humble beginning, I can tell. I can tell by the smell. It comes from the rich earth, the dirt, the soil. You know, it knows where it's from, and it's not afraid to pay homage to its home. And now let's take a little look at the ground size. You know, we gotta see what we're dealing with here. Oh! Holy goodness, that, you know, that's take a look at that, Cole. And that is fine stuff. That is essentially, you know, imagine this, if you will. You're in the sandbox as a kid, and all the other kids are playing in the sand with you. And you really like it. I need to think of something to compare this to, but I don't know what to compare it to. I just don't know. What's tiny? Hadron Collider. Atom smash. Obliteration. That's what that is. It's perfection. It's obliteration incarnate. It's like you took 2 coffee beans in the Hadron Collider and you just shot them out. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the hadrons in that thing probably travel at least over 50 miles per hour. So those things hit each other at least going 60 miles per hour, smash into each other, explosion, and it just comes out as a beautiful powder. But, you know, as finely and beautifully ground as that is, we gotta do the knuckle test, because if this thing clings to me, you know, and I'm not sweaty. Take a look at my hands. They're not that sweaty. They're clean. You know, there's nothing sticky on them. So that's hardly anything. That's pretty good. And you know, I didn't even cheat to make that happen. And I'm not even fabricating the results here. That hardly left anything on my knuckles. So far it's checking off all the boxes. It'd be a pretty good coffee. So we're gonna brew it up. Get a shot of me pushing the button. And now we're gonna wait approximately 23 hours for this coffee to brew, and then we're gonna try a little Lavazza. The Lavazza has been brewed to perfection. It's in my cup. I'm ready to take a little sip. But before we can take a sip, I gotta get a little whiff. I gotta waft those pheromones into my brain so I can process what it smells like and hopefully get a better analysis. So let's just take a little. Okay, a bit of an interesting turn. It kind of went from, you know, the Italian motherland to sweaty locker room somehow. So I'm a little nervous now because, you know, let me get one more little sniff. Okay, kind of. It's not bad necessarily, but I'm getting the faint kind of tease of, you know, something akin to old locker room gym socks, you know. Like if I had left my socks in the locker for like 3 days, and they're not terrible smelling, but they smell used. I'm kind of getting a used smell. But hey, you know what? Sometimes that can be a little misleading. So the only thing to do now. Oh, that might be it. My cat took a huge horrible, horrible dump in the litter box. Unless that was... Okay, Colin didn't fart, so Mike, do you smell it? Yeah, my cat diarrhea dumped in the litter box, so... Unfortunately, I've been sniffing shit that whole time. So I don't even know what this is gonna taste like, because the whole Colin's laughing. I didn't know there was poop in there. There's a litter box in the living room. My cat takes big dumps. I mean, imagine this, imagine baby poop, but coming out of a cat. That's what my cat does. So I've been sniffing poop for the last couple minutes. So I unfortunately have no idea how to analyze this coffee, because what I thought was the coffee was a mix of the coffee and the cat poop. So the whole thing's out the window. The only thing I can do now is taste it and hope that it tastes good. So I got my tasting spoon, and if you're wondering why I'm not using my table, I'm using my table for my router. The whole thing's a mess. My world's in shambles, you know. I meant to get some furniture for it to prop it up. I never got around to it, so I'm on the ground. The whole thing's a mess, you know. I don't have my table. I'm huffing cat poop. Lavazza! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That's... No! Oh no! No, that's not great. That's not Lavazza quality. That doesn't taste... No! I guess... I don't even know what to think anymore. You know, it came off so promising, so excitable. And it starts off kind of like, you know... It starts off interestingly. And by that I mean you take a sip, it feels like it's going to lead you somewhere. But it doesn't lead you anywhere. It just leads you to a back alley where there's a big 423-pound man with his shorts down, spread cheek, ready to blow some hot air your way. You know, honestly, maybe this is the cat poop. Maybe the cat poop infused with the coffee and now it's pool water. I don't know, but honestly, I'm not too excited to take a bigger sip now, because Lavazza has not got me excited anymore. That was not a great flavor. That was
not good.
Colin's encouraging me to take a big gulp, like a big gulp, but I'm not sure I want to do that. But I guess I will. So here we go. Let's take a big old gulp. Hopefully it's not terrible. Okay. Hold on. It's taking me through some phases here, you know. Hold on. That wasn't bad. Analysis time. I think the smell particles from the cat poop combined with my sipping. You know how like you have to let wine kind of air out when you're tasting wine? You give it a little swirl, you let it kind of aromatically kind of just combine with the air in the room to really kind of just elevate the flavor profile. That's what happened to me, but the cat poop particles got into the coffee and it made it taste bad. But I took a big sip. I followed Colton's advice. I took a big sip. It was actually pretty good. It wasn't bad. You know, at first I was scared that it was going to taste really nasty, and then I took a bigger sip with not breathing in through my nose, and you know. Lavazza, everyone. Lavazza took me on a ride. You know, if you roller coaster fans up there, it started off going up, getting to the peak, getting really excited, and then it stopped. And the guy at the bottom was like, "Hey, the ride's broken. We're gonna have to bring it back down. I'm sorry, guys. I know you paid. I know you waited in line." I was sitting at the top. I was bummed. I was afraid it was gonna be a horrible experience. But then the guy at the bottom, he looked up and he said, "Hey, just kidding," and he hit the button and it shot down. Everyone is having a great time. That's what's happening with this here. It's if I had to describe the flavor, it's just, it tastes like an Italian man. If you took a man from Italy, or a woman, you know, I'm not going to be sexist here, if you took anyone from Italy, whomever they may be, and you grinded them up, and you shot them into a vat, and you kind of let it just, you know, brine there for, if you let it sit there for a good couple months, and then you took that out of the jar, kind of like akin to what you do for pickling, that's what I get, you know, it tastes like an Italian person, and I think that's pretty impressive that Lavazza was able to take essentially the essence of what Italy is and put it in a cup. And I can't really describe it other than I feel like I'm drinking Italy. So, you know, I have to recommend that you try it yourself. I will have to, unfortunately, take some points off its final score because it did kind of spook me a little, you know? It did do things to me emotionally that I wasn't prepared for. But it turned around in the end, you know? Like, you know, it's grounded. It knows what it is. It's just, it's good. Not great, but good. This is a coffee where if you're at a truck stop, you've been driving for 20 hours and you need a little pick-me-up, it's the way to go. So I'm going to give Lavazza a solid 7.5 out of 10. It's up there. It's not too bad. If the cat poop didn't ruin the initial flavor test, it probably would have even been higher than that. But hey, you know, that's the real world. Sometimes there's cat poop in the room, and you smell it, and you taste a little bit of it. It just kind of ruins the whole thing. But that's, hey, that's life. So, 7.5.